Hello my friends, SAmaryllis here to play more of Gemporium, a cute mining sim. This is the 1-year anniversary update for Gemporium, and Merge Conflict Studio was so kind as to give me a preview of what's coming out for this update. This update will be coming out on August 6th of 2026, so you can check it out on Steam then. But otherwise, there is free updates along with a paid DLC. So for the free updates, I believe now there is controller support. So if you've been waiting to play Gemporium because you've been wanting to play on controller or your Steam Deck, you should be able to with this new update. Additionally, there should be cosmetics also available for everyone. You shouldn't have to pay for that in the DLC. And then the downloadable content should include a little bit more in terms of story, and I think there's one new minigame also involved with that. So I'm looking forward to that. I do not know how much the DLC is going to cost. It's not listed on their Steam page right now. Maybe it's only going to show once the game or the DLC is actually available to purchase on Steam, so I guess we'll find out together when that launches. And I'm also, because of that, not sure how long the downloadable content will be in terms of playtime, so we'll also find that out together. You can also see that they've been working on a new game here called Keeper. I did play an early playtest of it. It wasn't super my jam. I think if I just had a different perception going into it, I might have been more open to it. But yeah, personally, wasn't exactly what I was looking for. But you can try out the demo yourself, and you can also see my playthrough if that's something you're interested in. It's a very different game compared to Gemporium. Not as humorous, not humorous at all, actually. And the mechanics are obviously very different because it's a tower defense game. So if that's up your alley, though, that's something you can definitely try out. Otherwise, let's go ahead and load our old game. Oh, actually, let's check out the options just to see what's new. I don't exactly remember what the old settings look like, but here are all the different choices here. I do feel like the sensitivity is a little bit high, but there's controller cursor sensitivity now, obviously, because there's a controller. I feel like this feels maybe a little better. There's also cozy mode as a checkbox. Yeah, I do feel like this looks different, but it has been a year since I've last played Gemporium, so I don't super remember what it used to look like. But yeah, there's also reduced deck collection. Again, kind of to go with cozy mode if you're finding it pretty stressful to keep up. For accessibility, there's camera shake intensity, reduced VFX intensity, hold E to polish, easier chisel, high contrast text, and click to move. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't really know what any of these mean, but there is hover text, move by clicking instead of using WASD, allow for mouse only gameplay. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you don't even have to use the keyboard if you don't want to. Gem color text and icon for rarity, that's helpful. Easier chiseling, holding E to polish. Yeah, I don't really remember the controls, to be honest. So we'll also be a little rusty as we get in here. But yeah, here are the accessibility options. In terms of audio, here's where they are. I feel like the clicking sound is a little loud, so I'm gonna decrease that a little bit. And then visuals are pretty standard, but pretty cool if they've added more settings here. Obviously the main one being controller support. Very cool. All right, let's load our game where we have fully paid off our debts on day 78. We did grind for a while. Happy birthday, Gemporium. Here's a gift some Lol can celebrate. We did grind for a pretty long time just to get all the achievements. So yeah, the playtime on days is not like the normal amount for if you just want to finish the usual storyline, in case anyone was worried. Now for Grumpy Head's market prediction. Oh. Yes, I've forgotten everything. Alexandrites. We'll see if I remember. Okay, next we go live to A. Yes, I have forgotten there was a timer. Ooh, but we don't care. We're going to check out the cosmetics. So if we press R on the keyboard, it looks like there's decorations where you can wear a cake on your head. Can we wear a cake? Okay, so I am not clear why there are two cake icons when you can only wear a cake and don't wear a cake, and it's not like you can wear a helmet plus a cake. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is just an early design kind of thing. I also don't know why we have two helmets. So that part is a little bit odd, but we do have a cake. We'll wear the cake because we are a birthday boy. And then for beds, oh my gosh, we actually have a bed now. We don't have to just sleep on the couch. My goodness, what an upgrade. Look at that cute little biter bear as well. We will opt for the bed. So maybe these icons are supposed to be like remove. So if you don't want to wear a hat or if you want to go back to the couch, but maybe they'll update it by the time the full DLC releases. That's my feedback right now in terms of just showing whether or not you want to wear something. So that's very cool. Other cosmetics I saw in the trailer were that you could change like the actual like wallpaper and stuff. I don't really see an option yet. We've already eaten up most of the day here as well. So I guess yeah, time is really ticking here. I guess we'll just go into the mines and just see what else has changed. Maybe we'll just go to the selling period and then, oh my gosh, I've forgotten everything. Okay, so that's the drill and we've grabbed that. I keep wanting to use the scroll wheel to change tools. I don't know if that's just like my Overwatch brain thinking, because that's how you change weapons in Overwatch. So yeah, remembering that I want to use right click to change tools is something I'll have to get used to. I just tried to scroll wheel again. So there are increased controller options, but it doesn't seem like there's rebinding, which would have been pretty cool, but oh well. Let's just leave, because we also have to refine these gems. I'm really trying to remember the gameplay path here, or gameplay loop. Yes, we do have to, yeah, oh my gosh, we have so many items already in here. This must have been from when I was grinding for certain achievements, because I have so many things already in here. We have no Alexandrite for today, which is unfortunate. That is the gem of the day, but I have forgotten where all the gems are. So, oh, I should have put stuff in the tumbler. My goodness, I have literally forgotten everything. Just gonna... Yep. I remember how to play this game, for sure. Definitely. Okay. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Oops. But I do remember, at least, that I had let the shop open a little bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and sell gems. They want bismuth. We do not have that. I don't think at all. They hate morganite, so I don't know, you're getting an amethyst. Here you go. Good luck. Alexandrite, I don't have that. Good luck. Ruby, pretty sure I don't have that. Good luck. Amethyst, I have amethyst. Quartz, I have that. I don't remember. Okay. Can I not have all of my unrefined gems at the front? That's kind of unfortunate. I also don't know how they're sorting this. There's a lot I don't remember. I'm glad I was able to make one person happy. Yeah, we don't have anything. Oh, a stinky customer. So they were trying to hold us up. We don't have anything that people are looking for. Yeah, I forget which levels you actually get to that. Sorry if you hear sirens in the background. I guess it's a spooky night. Citrine, we have that. Quartz. Also, yeah, why are these like sorted in this way? Oh, I guess if I sorted by type, maybe that would have helped. Okay. I would pause, but I guess I could have paused, huh? I was gonna say I would have paused, but this timer is ticking down. I guess I could have paused. My bad. Sorry that everyone had to just like deal with the sirens in the background, because it's been a while since I've recorded stuff. Okay, I'm getting used to things again. All right, so that was our very lackadaisical day, wasted looking at cosmetics, only mining for a teensy bit, forgetting how to use all our controls, and selling things very briefly at the shop. Choose a gem, any gem. My associates and I will work the market in your favor. So this is to help manipulate the market for what you want to sell. It seemed like I had a lot of quartz still, so we'll go for that. These little 3 bats in a trench coat. Surf web. So there were these 2 gambling items. Digital gems, escape to paradise. Gemstone looking for buyer. All your mining tools in one place. So, okay, so there's no new mini games. I am really looking for how to apply my new cosmetics. Buy upgrades. A Bazaar opportunity. Purchasing more mine access has also unlocked another upgrade for purchase. Check it out towards the bottom of the catalog. Okay, so yeah, you can see I've maxed out everything except for this new upgrade, which is 20,000. Pretty expensive. But we bought that upgrade. I don't know how to get there. Check out the Bazaar. Now that you've got access to the Bazaar, you can get to it by going through the front door at night. Give it a shot. Okay, so here we go. This is cute. We can buy hats. There's Pietro, our rock friend. And we can buy furniture here. Look at this trash pile. All right, let's look at hats. Let's look at our hat options. I stock only the finest millinery, darling. Trading, 1 out of 2. Things work a little differently here at the Bazaar. You'll have to trade gems with specific properties to get the diamonds you want. Okay. Oh, it said 1 out of 2, so I thought there was a second thing that they would mention, but I don't know. Okay, but yes, we can see so many items. We've got like a racer helmet. Oh, they want cracked gems for some of these in particular. So you can really work towards what you have. And some of these they want like semi-cracked and totally cracked, so that's pretty specific as well. So I don't really have anything. Cause yeah, when I was grinding for whatever achievements I was grinding for on this game, I was mostly going for the easy gems of amethyst and citrine. So we've got a little scarf, headscarf. We've got a paper bag with holes cut out of it. We got a jester hat. I will say it would be nice to have like a scroll bar to see how far you are in the list of items here. We got little bear hats. We got a mushroom hat. We have a bow. We have a pelican who can sit on our head. We got bunny ears, a little pelipper hat. I don't actually know what this gem is. Is this one of the new gems? We don't have that yet. Yeah, it's not even on the list, so I don't know what this is. I guess this is amber. It has to be amber, right? It's orange. Yeah, I'm using the scroll wheel and it's kind of like jumping a little bit. We've got cat ears. We've got, I don't know what this is called, but this is a stereotype in college frats. Is it just a beer hat? I don't know. There's 2 beers and then you get a straw. We got a chef hat. I think this is their other game, Refresh. I haven't played that one, but you play as a little robot and I think it has to do with planting in that game. The sun hat is really cute. I would actually be very interested in this sun hat. We got a traffic cone, a regular hat, I don't know, top hat, quite a fancy hat, very expensive. Puppy ears, UFO, that one is funny. That one is a funny hat. Egg, witch hat, froggy bucket hat, that was quite the trend a little while ago. We got a fancy frilled wizard or witch hat. We got angel halo. We got Pietro who can come with us on our journeys. That's pretty funny too. We got a pretty fancy hat that reminds me of the Day of the Dead. And then we have headphones. So what I'm pretty interested in is Pietro, the UFO hat, and what was the other one that I thought was cute? The sun hat. The sun hat's probably, I mean, I'm gonna write these down, so future editor me, please skip this if you remember. Okay, my future editing self should have cut out the time that I was just writing down notes for myself in terms of what gems I want to crack. I am going to be looking for the Sun Hat, the UFO, and Pietro. The UFO is definitely going to be the hardest one because it needs pretty precious gems, and then the Aqua in particular needs to be semi-cracked as well. So yeah, we'll see what hats we can get. Let's check out furniture. I scavenged for this with my own 2 paws. This is so cute. Look at this little guy. I just want to say again, I love the arts, I love the humor in Gemporium, so really happy to see that. There's different categories, it looks like. Here on the side, we have a turtle. What is this? Is this a fridge? Or is it like themes? What does apple mean? What are these categories? So like this is infrastructure? I don't know what the difference between apple and this is, because I was like, oh, this is like a bed, but I think it's maybe just like a little thing you can have in the corner. It's like a little sand pit. That's a turtle. It's pretty fun. Multicolored sofa. I don't know what this is. Is it like a wall painting, do we think? Oh, I think it's yeah, I think it's the whole different aesthetic for your cave. We've got like the squishy puzzle pieces as well. We have a fun giraffe. We got a cute otter. We got a rainbow gramophone. An updated kitchen, it looks like. A unicorn rocking horse, I guess rocking unicorn. Some blocks. A fun looking beanbag in the shape of a flower. Bear and bunny shaped chairs, which is really cute. A new drafting desk, is that what it looks like? A big old bear with a little cap, like a messenger bear, mail bear. Instead of a mailman. Postal worker, that's the gender neutral term, and also species neutral term. We got a little box full of little toys, including a shark, like the loan shark, an elephant to help carry our clothes, a big mat, a big play mat. I remember these as a kid, where you could drive cars across it on the floor. A frog themed computer build, my goodness, very custom. We got a cat TV, very cute, and that's the bottom of it. So yeah, you can also see the bottom things are cut off a little bit as well, depending on how you scroll, apparently. So yeah, I don't know what apple means, but let's also look at the mushroom and flowers, because that's also a thing. Maybe it's just like themes, because this is also a like room skin, I guess we would call it. So maybe it's just like themes of things. So like this is like the cutesy stuff, like cutesy teacher stuff maybe, and this is like more fairy nature themed. So we've got really pretty tree. We got a pretty bench. Okay, obviously we can see where I'm biased in terms of the collections. We've got kind of a naturey look here. We've got flowers, like a moss carpet, it looks like, moss rug, another gramophone, but it's in a flower shape, wheelbarrow full of flowers, a nature-themed kitchen, a rose hedge, a mushroom, table decor, bookshelves, treasure chest, a spindle, if you want to do weaving. I think this is like a fairy circle with mushrooms, more mushrooms, leaves with ladybugs. This is like a fountain with a rainbow. Is that what that is? Waterfall? I'm not sure. Oh, and that's it. So yes, obviously I am biased towards this collection. I think these are really cute, and I would love to have these in my little mole cave. And then I guess this is like a gothic vampire aesthetic. So this is like a coffin-shaped cupboard, a really fancy plush, I forget what the word is. I was trying to think of a fancy word for a couch, but there you have it. We got our purpley theme, another gramophone, which has bat vampire vibes, an actual bat. I think this is a rug, or maybe just a wall decoration, I can't tell. We got a spooky kitchen with some potion making, little ghosts, a little lantern for ghosts. I wonder if you can buy these multiple times, or if they only let you buy one at a time. I feel like they probably only let you buy like one of these. Like you can't have like 5 rugs of bats everywhere, because I just imagine that'd be pretty hard to place. But I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong. And then I would imagine this would also allow you to like mix and match and like swap out decorations if you wanted, like, you know, maybe you really like the tree from this collection, but you really like the bats in this one. That's my guess of how this would work. We've got some purple crystals, we got a gargoyle, we got fancy floating books with candles. We have a grand organ for that spooky intro music. We got a cauldron. Gravestones? I don't know what this replaces. Maybe it's just like decoration. We've got a spooky summoning circle, some staves? I don't know what the plural is. Don't know what this is, but it looks like some sort of divination mechanism. And then we've got some table stuff here. I'm probably not going to go for these. There's just like a lot of gems to keep track of. But I guess it does encourage you to, like, it's okay if you have cracked gems. Though this is probably more fun like when you're playing Gemporium for the first time and not when you're like already at the end, because now that I have like the gem roller, I'm probably gonna have fewer cracked gems. So like having to save up in particular for totally cracked and semi-cracked and no, I guess those two in particular, is quite the feat. But maybe if you're someone who has a lot left over that are cracked, or you crack them as you go, that's kind of a better way to make use of them rather than like selling them for a low amount. Okay, let's check out this Pietro funding. The School of Mines and Artistry. Congratulations! You are receiving this letter as confirmation of your acceptance into the School of Mines and Artistry's entering class. Included with this letter is a catalog of all available courses and their associated costs. We work endlessly to make sure these courses are affordable and accessible, and we believe you will be pleased with the prices. Picks up and welcome. I was trying to think of this as if it was like saying pick up, but no, it's like picks, like the, you know, pickaxe that we have. Love the admissions office. Mo, look, I have been accepted to university to further my artistic passion. However, I did not realize how expensive it would be. If possible, would you mind looking through the course and materials catalog to aid me in my pursuits? Yes, I will look, Pietro. I actually have enough money just because of apparently how much I have been grinding in the end game, so I could just buy this right now. But it looks like there's different... Okay, so this is... I was gonna say different supplies, but this is not just a pencil. Oh, these are supplies. Okay, well, I probably don't have enough money then. Yeah, this is a 1 million coins for a themed entertainment and immersive installation that apparently they need for this course. Okay, so I guess, hey, we'll be playing for some time more, hey? Introduction to art and art theory, colored pencils, storytelling with mini golf, introduction to marketing. Are we sure this isn't a scam school, Pietro? Introduction to world history, introductory textiles workshop, introduction to digital arts, watercolor studio, introduction to lighting, music composition for interactive media, arts thesis, 1 million, my goodness. Painting studio, advanced digital art production, introduction to filmmaking, the history of digital art by David Cohen, a comprehensive dive into the history of digital art production in the industry, and then introduction to marketing. It's kind of interesting how there's a mix of some with like descriptions. Well, I guess it's just for like the colored pencils. They were just like, well, they're colored pencils. Watercolor studio. Okay, well, we'll pay for the intro, Pietro. Hey, we'll spend what we have. I don't think there's anything else I need to buy or save money for. Hopefully there's not a loan shark who comes and surprises me, because that would be pretty tragic for me, because now I have 27,000 mole coins to my name. Yeah, we'll see how far we can fund Pietro's schooling. And then we have some uses for cracked gems if we see them. I do also need to actually find where to engage with the DLC. Like, do I have to go all the way to the bottom of the mines, or I take the elevator to get there? Anyway, this is probably a good time to stop for this episode. Oops. I wanted to end the day. I forgot. Oh, make payment? I sure hope there's nothing I need to pay. Debt repayment information. The Borrowing Money Co. is offering a generous repayment plan to ensure recoup within a timely manner. All early bird payments will add an additional 5% bonus towards the total payment. Failure to meet payment deadlines will result in total outstanding debt compounding interest. So long as payment milestones are met, there will be no need for further disciplinary action. Notice there will always be a minimum required payment. Once the minimum reach stamp appears, all further early payments will go towards the outstanding debt. So I do feel like this was something that I was confused about when I was playing the original base game, was that like I did pay forward into my debt, so I think I thought that I wouldn't need to pay the next week. So I think this new letter, this informational letter, is them trying to clarify that, like, even if you pay more than you need to, you still have to make another scheduled payment the next week. My debt is paid off, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness we didn't get more debt, because I just spent all of my mole coins on Pietro's higher education. Pay early to pay less. Upcoming required. Yeah, so I think this also helps too. Obviously you can't see it because I've already paid off the debt, but perhaps the upcoming required payment after reduction helps you think ahead for like what next week's payment is going to be. So okay, thank goodness we confirmed that we don't have that to pay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like there's only one spot for gramophone, so I'm pretty sure it just like swaps out certain things that you have in your cave. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I have forgotten how to end the day, but yeah, I did get all the artifacts. That also took me a little while. I was very proud of that achievement when I finished that. And okay, yeah, I guess you can just press R whenever you want to redecorate when you're at home. So yes, we'll go ahead and end the day. We barely mined anything. And yeah, we made negative profit because we spent a lot. Anyway, we'll pause the game now that I remember how to pause. My goodness, I'm so rusty in recording. I've forgotten how to pause, and also I didn't even write down that when I started playing this game, so I don't actually know how long this episode would be. Hopefully it's not horribly long, so sorry. Next episode will be better, and hopefully we can actually see what the paid content is going to be like in the downloadable content. Anyway, this has been SAmaryllis playing a preview of what's going to be in the 1-year anniversary update for Gemporium. I hope you enjoyed and you have a good day. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Bye bye.